Hey, the big off! Hey! What the fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy, the Goose, and we are back for episode number 5 of Pokemon Black and White version. I'm kidding. I'm kidding! We're here for Ace Attorney. I didn't realize I had perplexed Maya that bad.
What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean...
No, I heard it's a successor this time.
Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks all so he could win.
He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. In the last episode, we found out that Von Karma's kid's going to be doing the prosecution. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Till my bitch ass came along. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be.
It's no good. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Pearly! You shut up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come along together? Mother's watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yup, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not, I ran!
I can't, oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man.
Pearly, what about the training? What about the train? Huh? What's a train?
I give up.
It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd only seen him yesterday.
I miss these two dorks.
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life...
Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again.
But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back.
What? Oh, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick.
Yo. I bet she feels bad. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Why's she built like that?
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and defense prepared?
I don't know what voice I'm giving her. What is with this kid? How old is she? Like 15 in this game? We don't know yet. We do not know yet.
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Mr. Phoenix Wright! You must be a little shocked because I am woman, correct?
Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany to came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Revenge? This is about her father, Manfred Von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow!
I am talking. Yeah. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you.
Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I cannot do a female German accent.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Yeah, those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dream of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case to do a self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
Just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. You already know. You gotta deal with Scruffy first.
Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir! My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Can we see how old she is now? We can. She's 18? That's a little convenient. How old is she? Deceased. Dead. It was a year ago and she was the older sister, so she's at least 21 at the time of death. Presumably. I don't think she's 18. I don't think so. Ah!
Get to the point already! Explain to the court the details of this matter.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. I always count on Dick to bring out a map, bro. The channeling chamber has no doors and the door was no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
It's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, the gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
Oh, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over.
I'll say that, buddy.
So, how is the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time, Zen!
Damn. Alright, here we go. Cause of death. Here we go. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. And the murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. When the fuck did the stabbing happen?
So the victim was stabbed before being shot?
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Oh, so I think what happened was she stabbed him and then somebody else shot her. Pistol shot to the forehead, point blank range. I don't think that's right. What do I have? The autopsy report. I gotta press him. God damn. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna press him on fucking everything. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? He was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have...
Objection! Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints?
Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there. I don't think I need to press that, but I will. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, I never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Okay. So, tell me about this. Stabbed, and what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belonged to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints were all over it.
All over it, huh?
This doesn't look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Alright, tell me about that. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with intent to kill. Alright, last one. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure as sure can be. Well, look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal.
Foolish fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point-blank range is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain.
That's enough! We've clearly established how the victim was murdered.
I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today.
Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
Oh, okay, so we did need to press everything.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
I'll plead not guilty, baby. I'm pleading not guilty. Fuck you. We plead justified self-defense. We'd basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor!
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. Damn.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective?
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now see here, proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear the other incriminating piece of evidence.
Alright, bro. That's crazy. I had to press everything. I'm glad I figured that out.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. But the defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a backspray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence. All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse?
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecutions have to offer. Feel free to soak off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Alright. So I need to refute something? Is there anything right away I can do? Here's what I want to do. I want to try something. I want to try presenting the floor plans. I want to see if this works. Can I do that? It does not. Can I press that? Because I want to say that there were 2 gunshots. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. I presented the wrong thing. I need to present the bullet hole. That's still wrong? Alright, let me fucking press everything. Why'd you say so in your earlier testimony?
You're kind of scary today, you know, pal.
Come on now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Maya's costume.
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
I guess this is all she could wear. Hold on, I don't think it's covered in blood. Let's catch up.
The lab result shows the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time, let's move on.
Ah yes, Miss Von Karma's perfectly correct.
Now, even the judge is on her side. I'll only press further because there's nothing else I can do now. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Y'all see that bullet hole? Did y'all see that bullet hole?
Where is this problem you're talking about?
Do I see that bullet hole? I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here.
A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
Why is he sniffing her clothes? It's like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion that you can make is that this must be a bullet hole.
Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now is a fluke, nothing more.
Objection. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree it's a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue.
Now, I can say that they were fighting back because of the bullet hole. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes, having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right.
It seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Alright, the wind seems to be shifting.
Huh.
What is with that? Are you finished yet, Laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ack. Well, now that you...
Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No!
Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact there's a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
The scenario you've just put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. And now then, your cross-examination, please.
The fuck am I supposed to do here? So what do I have with me right now? Two shots fired. Okay, fair enough. I don't think anything I have really contradicts anything. So I guess we're pressing again. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
But now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? My affair was in the middle of a channeling, was she not? So? When channeling with the crane technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the crane channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I don't quite get it. Never mind, let's continue with the testimony.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly we say he was hurt?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Hey! Sorry.
Let's cook here, let's cook. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
What, a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Bray bring a gun? Is he taking precautions against something? So, you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
My, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. This is the last thing I can press and I have to start finding evidence. Maya's never fired a gun before in her life.
But the victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Even me, I wonder. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. That'll be a contradiction somewhere. Okay. So... what do I have? I don't think that... I don't... doesn't really help. I don't think that does anything for me. Like, at all. Like, actually, what does any of this do for me? Like, actually, what the fuck? I have no idea. Let me save. I'm gonna come back once I figured it out. Hold on. I'm sorry. I had to look up a walkthrough on this shit. And I had to present on the fourth statement where they said that he missed because they were too close. The hole in the costume. That's not a contradiction. That's just like a fact. Like literally, that was what he was saying. So this makes no sense. Missing the tiny hole in this costume. Will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
I want y'all to know, too. I went and sat on my beanbag. I went and just, like, reflected for, like, 2 hours. Like, I had this shit open with the fucking music playing for, like, 2 hours just thinking about it. I came up with nothing. So I can't wait to hear what the fuck he has to say. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this Did the judge... Did the judge not pick that up when they discovered the hole? Did he not pick it up and go, smells like gunpowder? And that's how we knew this was a bullet hole? Did that not happen? What? Where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? The gunpowder burn? This is what I'm talking about with the pictures having something to do with it. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from a point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. No! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Like, genuine, he literally smells like gunpowder. I'm like, okay, cool. Cool, that's all I need.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think that you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection. As if that was even possible, according to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Well then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between herself and the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here. Something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal? Whoa! No!
Very interesting. I'd love to hear where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing in to make the final blow. Oh! Oh, yeah, hold on, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the gun. It's the gun. Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? Prosecutor Von Karma's explanation in this piece of evidence. Do not cut. Yes, they do! They literally do. They literally do. Oh. Oh. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Literally, the point is that she got the gun and had to shoot at point blank range. I hate this game. I hate this so much. Oh my, this is why I didn't finish this fucking trial. I hate this shit. Literally, the reason there cannot be distance between them is because she had to, first, if he shot after that distance, she had to get back in to get the gun from him, okay? And then even if he shot and then dropped the gun and kicked it over to her and she picked it up, even if there's still distance, the fact that there's the burn mark that proves it was at point blank range means that they had to be close together. I cannot stand that they will not just let me explain that. She put some distance between them before rushing. And she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. So what contradicts it? Let's think. Let's use our thinking caps here. Okay? Okay. Piece of evidence that contradicts the line of thinking. What the fuck could that possibly be? Because it's not the gun or the autopsy report. Nothing. I swear to God, it's the key. Nothing to do with the key. Is it the floor plan? Not the floor plan. Nothing to do with the floor plan. You know what? Now, open up the walkthrough again. Open up the walkthrough again. What is it? Where is it? Where the fuck are we at? Where the fuck are we at? Folding screen? The folding screen. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, where, what?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Yeah, I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. But how far was that back, though? Because wasn't that far back as hell, which would explain, like, a downward trajectory? I hate this game. I hate it. In what universe would you saw where they were sitting in the middle of the room and that shit was against the wall? I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. You put me in there, I would have this shit solved immediately.
Order! Order! This changes everything!
I hate the way Phoenix Wright does some of these fucking trials. I hate it. I hate him so much. Please look at this diagram in the crime scene. Yeah! Yeah, look at how fucking far back they were. Look at how far back they were. No, because they're gonna have me say that the defendant was like here. They're gonna have me. Actually, where is it? Where? Spot just to the left. They want me to say she's here. My bad. They want me to say she's here. That's wrong? I'm looking right at the fucking walkthrough. I don't know what to do. Is it not like here? Alright. Give me a second here. Give me a second. I know we're over time, but I'm pissed. Like, literally, hold on. I need the image. Okay, I'm literally looking like right where the fuck. No, cause watch, now that I looked up a picture, I'm gonna click the exact same spot that I clicked. And now it works. Did I not click? I hate that. You know what? I'm done. How do I click in the game?
He knows the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole.
Yeah. Save the game. I'm done with this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Hopefully not quite as pissed. I'm gonna get the fuck out. Bye-bye.